All right, please let me know if you can hear me. I apologize for my background noise. Please let me know if you can hear me clearly.
Yes, I can hear you.
Yes, yes, yeah, sure can hear you.
All right, so we all know we're in the artificial intelligence track, and today's class will just be basically a brief presentation um and lecture as well to give you insights and to introduce you to artificial intelligence. And we would also have some activities and projects to work on at the end of today's class. So be on the lookout for that as well. All right. So introduction to artificial intelligence. What's artificial intelligence? We all know artificial intelligence as AI. And AI is the simulation of human intelligence, right? In machines, such that these machines are programmed to think, to learn, and adapt like human beings. And these machines can also perform tasks such as decision making, problem solving, and understanding language and recognizing patterns as well. So, in short form, we can see artificial intelligence as um, computer reasoning, right? So, we can see artificial intelligence as computer reasoning. We all know what artificial mean. So something that is not real, right? It's not the source, like, and we know what intelligence mean as well. So like a reasoning. So basically with artificial intelligence and machine learning, the whole idea is that we as the humans, which are the source for thinking, we program and we train machines to be able to think, learn, and adapt like us humans. So yeah, and we have types of AI. These are the basic ones that I would have to cover for now, since this is an introduction. Okay, so we have narrow AI. And what does this mean? This simply means AI systems that are designed to perform a specific task, such as virtual assistants like Siri or Alexa. Madeline and Eugene, if at any point as well you have questions or any concerns, you can also drop it for me in the chat box and I'll visit it. So moving forward with narrow AI, I know we've all had experience with AI in one form or the other. Nowadays we even have AIs on our phones, right? So we have several AI features on our phones, AI applications, AI extensions on our phones. And I believe that at one point in time, we've all come in contact with artificial intelligence in one way or the other. And most of us have also used ChatGPT as well. So we'll also be looking at all of that as we progress. Okay, we also have general AI, which is a theoretical AI that has the ability to understand, learn, and apply knowledge in different contexts, more like human beings. And then we have super intelligent AI, a future AI that surpasses human intelligence across all fields. Most of these types of AI are very much future anticipated as well. Most of the features that will come with AI, because there's a lot we can do with AI. And right now we are just scratching the surface. So definitely in the future, we would have several features as well that we can also implement using AI. Yeah, so let's look at a brief theory and evolution of AI as well. All right, so we have the early concept of AI. And how did it start? Basically started with an idea of creating intelligent machines. And this dates as back as ancient myths and stories. But the formal concept of AI began in the 20th century. And starting back to the 20th century, let's look at the 1950s, right? So from the early concepts, the formal concepts officially began in the 20th century. And the term artificial intelligence was coined by John McCarthy in 1956 as at the Dartmouth Conference, which is considered the birthplace of AI as a field. And also from the 1950s, looking at the 1960s to the 1970s, there were definitely developments and innovations of this early AI program. So there's some innovations like ELIZA, which is a natural language processing program. And we also have the SHRDLU, which was a program that understood simple commands. So you can see with the progression that at first it was more like an idea and we didn't have everything figured out. But then we are also able to come up with some developments, right? And also come up with some AI programs that were able to understand simple commands at first. And then looking at the 1980s as well, the rise of expert systems, which used if-then rules to make decisions in specific domains, also came to be. Madeline, if you're a computer student as well, you must have also known about the if statements, if-then statements, the for loop, and all of that. When it comes to decision making, right? So this was basically uh more like the rise, right, and further development of AI. And in the 1990s to 2000s, we also experienced significant advances in machine learning, data processing, computing, and that led to practical AI application, such as IBM's Deep Blue defeating chess campaign. Chess champion Gary Kasparov. So yeah. So looking at the 1990s to the early 2000s, right, we can see the significant advances of machine learning and data processing. And moving on as well to 2010s to present, right, we can see that AI has definitely grown exponentially. Now we have ChatGPT, we have Siri, even on your phones, you can have over 5 AI extensions, applications, and domains integrated with several applications or several websites on your phone for you to also make use of. So we can see the growth in AI to the extent that now it's even a field of its own, right? It has grown so far to be a field of its own, and inside of the field as well, there's so many diverse career paths you can also pursue, or there are so many diverse aspects that you can also choose to focus on. So we have deep learning, we have neural networks, we also have big data, right? And this AI, we can be able to see it in our real life situations as well, because it has been integrated into our everyday technologies, right? So now we have self-driving cars, we have facial recognition on our phones, and we also have personalized recommendations, especially if you shop online or you take courses online. There's some applications now that make use of AI generated data to keep pushing forward information or recommending information or products to you that might be of good use to you. So with this, we can see the rise of AI, right? Not just commercially or for career purpose, but also personal purpose as well. All right, so let's look at key AI concepts we have. We have machine learning. This is a subset of AI that involves training algorithms on data so that they can make predictions or decisions without being explicitly programmed, right? And then machine learning algorithms improve as they are exposed to more data. So as we move forward as well, we'll definitely look at several resources that we can work on to train algorithms with data. And we also work on some projects so that we can better understand the concept of machine learning. Um, Neutral networks is also one of the concepts of AI, right? So this is a type of machine learning model, and it was inspired by the human brain. So literally, you know what that means. The networks consist of layers of nodes, which are called neurons that process data and learn patterns. They are the foundation of deep learning. So just like the human brains, getting back to maybe when you were a little child or when you see little children, what they are able to know by the time they are adults, being data or patterns that they have picked up, knowledge they've picked up right from when they were little, right? So that's what neural networks is about. And then another key concept we have is natural language processing. You'll be seeing more of this as well, especially as you are diving into the AI field. This is a branch of AI that enables machines to understand, interpret, and respond to human language. The natural language processing powers applications like chatbots, translation services, and voice assistance. We know about that. So basically, this NLP for short it enables machines. So just like we have Siri, right? You can talk, okay, put on the lights, and then it's able to understand the language you're speaking, right? Most AI has even advanced to the point of understanding several languages, even local dialects. And that just shows how much potential AI has in the future and the coming years to come. All right, so sorry, just a minute. Okay. So let's look at the application of AI in various industries. So like I mentioned before, AI is broad, and we looking at today's world as well, we just don't use it commercially. We also use it personally in our day-to-day lives. And looking at the commercial aspect as well, if you want to dive into AI, despite the career path you are on, AI has various applications cutting across several career paths. So we have healthcare as one of them. um, I've also been seeing posts and publications made to show that AI is even able to detect cancer whilst it's at its most early stage of development, right? So AI can be used for diagnostics, personalized medicine. Remember that anytime I'm also going through this, you can also be able to date back to see the fact that I also talked about machine learning, right? NLP, neural networks, showing that artificial intelligence is able to learn, right? Learn patterns, learn languages, and also give you recommendations based on those patterns, right? So AI and machine learning basically survives on data, and we all know what data is, right? So raw facts, raw informations that are given or being fed and or trained into a model, right, to help that model or that machine make a decision based on the data that has been given it. Okay, so AI has also been able to help in the healthcare in terms of drug discovery and robotic surgery. Lately, I also saw a post where a surgery was successfully carried out, but then the doctor wasn't even in the same room with the patient, right? So, from a very far distance, due to robotics and AI, the doctor was able to uh, perform a surgical operation, right, on someone. Um, from a very, very far distance. So that's also one of the applications and advantages of AI in healthcare. All right, so we have finance as well. AI can help in fraud detection. We're ahead of the cyber threats going on around now. So in terms of finance, AI can also detect fraud. And based on the algorithms, right, how we train the algorithms and the data we feed to these machines, we can also use AI as well for tradings, right? We can also use AI for customer service through chatbots. I've had experiences where I've gotten to understand a particular application better or even shop from a particular application over the others just simply because that website had a chatbot where I could ask questions even at late hours of the day when there was no human there at customer service to give me information I want, right? If you have a question about chatbots, let me know so I know if you have a good understanding of chatbot, like what chatbots mean. Most times when you log into a website, you just see a pop-up by the side of the website asking you, okay, hello, my name is Siri. Let me know what I can assist you with today. I've seen it even on job sites when you are going job hunting, you search on some job sites, you see it there. When you're trying to shop online as well on some sites, you see it there. So it's more like a virtual assistant, right, to you to give you more information based on the data that we have in that particular web page. All right, and there's also AI used for credit scoring as well. And AI can analyze vast amounts of data to make financial decisions more efficiently. Okay, moving forward, let's look at AI's role in retail. All right, so I mentioned before that most of the times I've had to shop from a particular website or even have a better experience shopping from a particular website just because of maybe a chatbot present there. And basically AI powers recommendation systems, meaning that it can give you recommendation based on what you've been shopping for. Let me give you a very basic explanation. If you go online, maybe you go to Google to search for eyeglasses, say lenses, you're interested in getting one. You discover that when you log into your Facebook, your Instagram feed as well, you can be able to see recommendations, right? You can just suddenly see some sponsored advertisements from maybe shops, online shops that are selling glasses as lenses that you once searched for, right? So based on your algorithm, based on your search history, you can get some recommendations systems. If you also watch a movie, I'm trying to portray to you that AI cuts across various aspects, right? If you're watching a movie as well and you liked it, so you rated it 5 star, you'll see that other movies that are in that genre of movies, say if it's a comedy, you tend to see more comedies when you log into your Netflix account. I know we've all had this experience once, at least once, right? And then AI can be used for inventory management, customer service automation, and retailers can also use AI to personalize shopping experiences and optimize supply chains as well. Okay, so we have AI in manufacturing as well. This helps in quality control. um, there are also AI-driven robots as well. I've also watched several videos, one from Amazon as well, where they also use robots, right, for orders, to select orders, to arrange orders in uh, their based on their inventories, right, to select and arrange orders in their warehouse. So this basically reduces the cost, right, especially of human labor, and it also enhances productivity because a robot can basically carry out more activities than a human would, right? All right, so let's look at transportation as well. This one is this was very predominant. Let me put it that way, because we all know of self-driving cars, right? AI can also be integrated even as much as using your Google Maps, right? And you can be able to process data in real time to improve the efficiency of your transportation. All right, so let's look at some ethical considerations and societal impact of AI as well. I hope we are good up to this point. Let me check my chat. All right. I hope we are good up to this point. Madeline, are you with me? Eugene, please, I hope we are good up to this.
Yes, I'm here.
All right, that's great.
Yeah, we are.
All right. All right, so let's look at some ethical considerations and societal impact of AI. Now we have bias and fairness, right? So AI systems can inherit biases from the data they are trained on, right? Leading to unfair treatment of certain groups. So therefore, it is crucial to develop AI systems that are fair and unbiased. I'll give you an example. If you go online today, maybe to ChatGPT to search for maybe particular informations dating back to maybe history of some African countries, you may not get as much data from ChatGPT, right? Compared to when you search for maybe the history of the US, right? There you will get detailed information. Why is this? Because most of the AI models, most of the machine learning models as well have been trained using data, right, from more, foreign, like overseas personnel, right? So there's need for developing AI systems, right, fairly to avoid internet biases. So let's look at privacy as well. So AI system often requires large amount of data raising concerns about data privacy and surveillance as well. And balancing the benefits of AI with privacy rights is essential. What does this mean? It means that anything you um search for online, your data, your personal information you put out there should not be breached, right? Should not be breached. Maybe if you're using a third-party application, right, that has AI integrated in it, we want to make sure that our privacy is secure. All right, this meeting will end in 10 minutes. Oh my God. Sorry about that. Okay, let's quickly brief through this. All right, so let's look at job displacements as well. This is one of the very, very predominant concern people have had, right, about AI taking our jobs. So as AI automates tasks, there is concern about job displacement, obviously, because now we can see that most things that most services people had to pay for before, they can just sit at home with their phones and make it happen. Let me give you an example. Dating 5 years ago, if you were on Fiverr and you were a writer, then you're making good money, right? But now people can just sit with ChatGPT and give a prompt and generate a whole essay, right? So AI has been able to replace a lot of jobs, right? So it's very, very important to also consider how AI will impact employment and develop strategies for workforce retaining. Because we can see that despite the fact that AI has also displaced a lot of people from their jobs, that also created more job opportunities as well, right? For people to also break into tech, break into AI and be part of the new innovation and evolution happening. Let's look at accountability as well. All right, so just a minute. Okay, so for accountability as well, most people, when they put in the prompt and get any information from AI, they just tend to think that that's the correct information, right? They don't think that AI can make mistake. So definitely there has to be established guidance, right, to lead to accountability, right, and ensure for ethical deployment. And then let's look at societal impact as well. So we can see now that AI has potentially, benefited the society, right? Development of AI should also be considered long term. And with this, we also mean long term societal impact as well, and also promotes positive and responsible innovation. All right. This meeting ends in less than few minutes. So Eugene, I don't know if you have something to say. This was just a brief rundown. I'll definitely send out the slides, right, to the class to have a look at. So we have weekly activities there for you to also partake in this week. And we'll be sending in forms where you would also submit your documents to us to also take a look at and grade you as well. So for this week activity, I want you to learn more about AI. I also want to be able to know your idea and your knowledge about AI so far. Feel free to make researches, feel free to reach out to us as well whenever you're having issues, right? So I want to know um about your idea and your knowledge base on AI. So the activity you'll be performing for me this week is to research and discuss real-world examples of AI applications in different domains. So I went ahead to give you like a breakdown so that you understand how to approach this activity. So I want you to explore how AI is being applied across various industries and the impact it has on the society. So this assignment should definitely be based on your personal experiences, right? And so just choose a domain. What do I mean by that? Choose an industry. Just like I've talked about healthcare, finance, I've talked about manufacturing as well. So think about an industry where AI has also impacted and then talk about it. Talk about the impact that AI has made in a particular industry, right? And the impact it has on the society as well. All right, so like I said, this should be based on your experience. So it should be real world examples, right? And then share your findings with us, right? So you would document this research you've made, and then we'll send across a form by the end of the week for you to submit your assignments to us, right? Also, this is just a brief activity for you to embark on. And we'll also be working on a project as well. Eugene, please feel free to come in at any time. We're also working on a project as well. And for this project, I want you to write a short essay on the potential benefits and risks of AI technology and how it might shape the future. So if you realize when I was talking about AI, getting back on the slides, I talk about the ethical considerations, right? And when I talk about this, what do I mean by ethical consideration? It means that there is definitely a possibility, right, for AI to be biased. There's definitely a possibility for AI to also intrude your privacy. There's a possibility for AI to lack accountability as well. So this leads me to wanting to know, despite the fact that there are benefits, we know that there are also risks, right, with AI. And so I wanted to be able to, you know, signal those risks and those benefits as well. Potential benefits included, because I also want you to be open-minded and look into benefits that you think AI would have in the future as well, in the next 5 years, right? Not just what's the benefits we are seeing now, right? So I've given you a breakdown as well, so that you can work around with this. All right, so I'll take your questions. This slide will be sent to you so you can have a more detailed look on this weekly activity and this weekly project as well. And I will urge you to take this seriously, as this would set the pace for your understanding of AI as we would go into more technical grounds on the second week. So Eugene, please, is there anything I'm missing out on? Please reach out to us. Eugene Jones is one of the facilitators. I'm also one of the facilitators. Feel free to reach out to us on the group as well if you have any concerns. Feel free as well to reach out to us, ask questions based on today's project. When you go through the slides, when you get the slides, if you have any question, feel free to ask, and feel free to be open-minded. Just widen your horizon, make your research based on several things and personal experiences. You can also look at experiences as well from people around you and what you've seen, right? And come up with a research, right? So Eugene, am I missing something? Let me know before. All right, so yeah, the recordings, we'll send the link. The recordings will be uploaded on YouTube today, and then the link will be sent to the group as well for you to go through it. So you can go through this over and over again as much time as you want. I'm really sorry for my background noise, right? So you go through the recording as much as you want, right? And then you go through the slides as well. And feel free at any point in time when you're watching the recording to jot down your questions. Right, so then any parts you understand better, any parts you want us to elaborate more on so that we can also touch on that in our next class. And yeah, Eugene. Eugene.
So, Madi, do you have any questions so far?
No, I do not. I understood today's session very well.
All right, that's great, Madeline. Thank you. Eugene, Madeline said she understood today's session very well, so she doesn't have a question for now. All right, thank you so much, Madeline. I think this call would be dropping anytime from now. And feel free to reach out to us as well. If you have any questions when you're watching the videos, when you're going through the slides as well, feel free to reach out to any of us and we'll be happy to assist. When you're also making your research, if you have any question, maybe something you think you want to add and you don't know if you should, reach out to us. Like I said, be very open-minded. We want to read, we want to see your thoughts and your understanding of AI, benefits of AI, the risks of AI, and the future of AI based on your own understanding. Right. So feel free to brainstorm, think about it, jot down ideas. You can also go as far as asking a few friends about AI, what they think. We just want to see what AI feels like to you and to those around you, and what has shaped your view of AI so far and how you understand it up until now. So Eugene, please, you can come in.
Okay. So I think it's a wonderful introduction. I expected questions from Madi because a lot of concepts were discussed and a lot of ideas came through. So I don't know if if you have questions now, or if you think about questions and ask them in the next class, because as we go forward, we'll be introducing more concepts. We'll be introducing um, more topics. So if maybe there is something you want to know, let's say AI was artificial intelligence was introduced by Joy as the ability of machines, the ability of computers